Hello there, and welcome to Sylvia's Essentials Makeup Tips for the Blind. Hope you're doing good out there. So, I am back today to do a tutorial about applying eyeshadow. I'm here to teach how to use your index finger as a guide to apply it. If it's your first time here, welcome. So I'm going to do a tutorial today about applying, oh man, I'm sorry, my cat's making noise over there. It was just a little distracting. Eyeshadow, applying it in a professional manner. So that could be two swipes of two different colors. Of course, there's all over eyelid, but I'm gonna do two swipes of color today. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Helps the channel. All right, so I have here palette from Sephora, Kitty May Scratch palette. It's a very beautiful palette. It's got like 8 different colors in it. So I had to memorize all these colors, But I put my colors on my voice memos on my iPhone. I do it that way too, just so I can memorize what's what. I just ask the person who I'm buying the makeup from, if I could please step aside with you when I'm done purchasing, and just ask them nicely if they could, go over my colors with me, especially when it's multicolors in a palette. Okay, so anyways, if you can see it out there, for those that are low vision, it's got really beautiful colors in it. And so like I said, I'm going to do 2 swipes. Got my shadow brush here. And I'm going to do a base color on my lid. So I'm going to use, on the second row down, second color, it's called Backstage. And that's going to be for my base for all over eyelid. So I'm going to take a swipe of that. Or you could do an X in your shadow. I like doing an X just to make sure I have enough covered on the brush. Just take the tip of the brush and just, not too hard, not too light, swipe it into the color, make an X. So what I'm going to do, start with my right side if you're blind, and then my left side if you are low vision. So I'm going to use my index finger on my non-dominated hand, and I'm going to put it between my nose and eye area there, vertical. And I'm going to take the brush and slowly, with my eyes closed, put it to the center of my eyes, a good place to start. And I'm going to swipe back and forth till you feel like it's covered. That's pretty much how I can explain it as far as eyeshadow goes. So I'm going to start in the center. Have a good handle of the brush. And I apologize for the noise outside. It's been constant noise outside today. I don't know what's going on out there. Well, it is the weekend. So. And then I'm going to go back and forth, like I said, from left to right. And then the finger there. Keep the finger there so you don't go past your eye area, and just feel with the brush. You could do circular with the brush. You could swipe back and forth. So I'm going to cover, going towards inward, down towards lower lash line. Like I said, try to keep your eyes closed. and just swipe back and forth on my lower eye with the brush. And then what you can do also is have your finger vertical right on your eyelid lightly. Like you can even kind of like push your lashes out of the way. But it doesn't matter because I don't have any mascara on yet, because I recommend to put shadow on before you put on your mascara. So it's not really going to matter if it's on your lashes. And finish filling in lower eye towards the outside of your eyelid. And then I'm going to take my non-dominant hand, index finger on the outside of my eyelid vertical, so you don't go past your finger. Just feel where the end of your eye area is. That way you don't go past the eye area. And then now I'm going to take my index finger, lay it vertical on top of my eyebrow, so I can feel the brush underneath my finger on top of my eyelid. Just feel the curve of your eyelid, just back and forth. Go from side to side. Like I said, the more you practice doing this, the easier and quicker it'll get. But I'm going slower because it's a demonstration, so you can understand how to apply this if you don't know how to apply eyeshadow. And then I'm going back towards center. Put my hand down and just feel in the center there with your brush. Make sure it's filled in all over eyelid. You can go back to the inner corner and you can go back out. Just feel with your brush. Alright, so I got my base color on, and now I'm going to, so like I said, that was Backstage. It's like a matte beigey color, which is in the brown family. So it's kind of light. It's nice to use lighter colors as base. Even if you're doing an all over just one eye color, then that would be good to use a lighter color, as long as it, you know, goes with your skin complexion. And then for the crease, I'm going to use the last one, top row to the right. It's called Rock of Ages. I'm going to make an X there. Just feel with your brush, make an X. All right. And then with the crease, I'm going to put my finger horizontal where my eyebrow is. And right, I would say middle of under eyebrow. You want to make a outward V. So start center with your index finger there. And if you obviously know what a V feels like, then that's good. If not, you can, you know, ask someone to help you with this, which I always suggest. And then I'm going to swipe to outer corner, just little swipes. And I'm not going to go past the eyelid. I mean, you can go past it a little bit, but for this, I'm going to stay inside the eye area with the outward V. Got my finger horizontal there so I don't go past. Okay, and right at the end of the outer corner of my eyelid is where the point of the V is going to be. And then make sure you swipe enough color there. And then I'm going to take my finger horizontal on my lash line, covering the length of my whole eye. And I'm going to swipe downward at an angle. Like I said, it's outward V towards the bottom of the eyelid. Just fill that in there. Just feel where your eye line is and just fill it in there. Keeping your finger there so you don't have the brush slip off into your eye or anything like that. And just do short little swipes till it's blended. And then, of course, if you want to go over it again to make sure that the V is covered, then, just take your index finger accordingly and just go back over the step again. And you can even swipe more shadow if you want a little extra more. A little more may let it pop some more, pop out the color. Well, it will do that. All right, so that's my right eye. Now I'm going to do my left eye automatically without my finger as a guide. Go back to Backstage Pass. Make it an X. Do the same thing. Start in the center of my eyelid. Have a good grip of the brush. And you can hold the brush like kind of close to the front of it, where the brush is. That's a good place to hold it there, to have a good grip of it. And I'm just going to swipe back and forth. Starting in the center, going inward towards the inner of eyelid, then outward to outer corner of eyelid area. I'm just feeling just where the end of my outer eye area is. Now I'm going to go down to the eye, bottom of eyelid area, just swiping back and forth. Inner corner of eyelid. And I'm going to use a little more. I just feel, I don't know, that it's not enough. It could be, but I don't know. Tap it a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and forth under my eyebrow, feeling there with the brush. And I'm keeping my shadow brush kind of like vertical, so the bristles are going like vertical. If I didn't mention that's a good way to blend it in. Back and forth. Make sure I get outer corner of eyelid there. Bottom again of eyelid and center some more. All right, and I'm going to get the other color now. So the Rock of Ages, and it's in the cranberry. It's a cranberry color, I was told, which is that I remember when I was able to see better at one time. It's like, cranberry sauce, like I guess a reddish purple color or something like that. Okay, I'm going to do my V, starting from under my eyebrow, doing an outer V. So I have the angle there, feeling towards where my outer eyelid areas as I'm blending, swiping, short little swipes. And then I'm going to take the brush, turn it a little bit so I can go inward with my V to the center bottom of eyelid, but I'm going to blend at the bottom of the eyelid. Just blend it in, like going inward. You don't have to go all the way to the other side of your eyelid. Just like center and just smooth down there. Smooth down there with your brush. Sure you keep your eyes closed while you're doing this. And now I'm going back over the V again. Center upper eyelid, under eyebrow, out again towards the outer eyelid of the V. Just make sure it's blended. Okay. All right. That's me applying eyeshadow with this beautiful eye palette from Sephora. Kitty May Scratch. All right. And also, I had some of Sherry and Dazzling earrings sold. I really appreciate that out there. Your info is confidential, just to let you know that. After I get your info, it's deleted. And I still have some up there if you're interested of my earrings of Sherry and Dazzling in the description. All right. Thank you for joining me. Hope you got something out of this. Until next time, take care. You can do this. All right. And God bless. Thank you.
Speech on. Face 17 minutes. Stop recording video.